The Weekly starts now.
Contests can be a great way to bring in extra leads by capturing the information from homeowners who might not have given their info otherwise. They might not actually be ready to remodel just quite yet, but they're browsing, they're on your website, and they just can't pass up the chance to win big. Take it from Dreamstyle Remodeling. They were the 2020 Model Remodel team, and they actually host an annual $10,000 giveaway. They don't promote it anywhere else but their website, yet they make over 170 leads off the sweeps a month. And in 2020, they generated over $650,000 in sales off the sweeps alone.
10,000 is a sizable sum, for sweeps, but it typically pays for one job because, that's kind of around where our average sale is. And we found that, when you pick one winner annually, like we do, you spread that cost throughout the entire year. And so the ROI is still easily justified when you look at it that way. And we don't promote it in any way. So I don't put any marketing spend behind it. It's just an additional avenue to capture a conversion once they've landed on our website. And so, it's impossible to say whether or not they would have converted via other means or not, just a regular form fill or a phone call, but it still helps, someone who might have otherwise just bounced from the website. And, we measure that ROI, just, the total cost involved. Like I mentioned, we don't put any marketing spend behind it. So it's just a pure 10,000. And then, we look at the revenue that we generate off of those who convert through the sweeps.
Can you maybe share what those numbers are like?
Those who visit our site either via paid or organic or direct or our referral traffic will see it. And we generate about 170 sweeps leads a month off of it. And year to date, we have 650,000 in net sales off of the sweeps. So if if you do the math on your, a $10,000 cost for 650K in return, you're looking at a 1.5% cost of marketing, which is great. I mean, at the end of the day, we kind of look for a 10% cost of marketing. That's our ultimate goal. So, for every $10 I spend, I need to generate 100 in net revenue. And so me being able to deliver a lead source, we consider it a lead source, and we source any lead in our CRM that's generated and converted off the sweeps as a DS site sweeps lead, so we can track performance individually. And so if I can take a lead source and say, hey, I can generate revenue off of this at 1.5% when we're aiming for 10, then there's no question that that's a viable source, and that's something we're going to continue to do.
So how does the sweepstakes compare to other lead generation strategies that you guys employ?
So the thing you have to take into consideration with sweeps leads, you're converting folks that might not have otherwise. They might have just bounced straight from your site. And so a lot of times they're going to be top of the funnel. So it's going to require a lot more from your call center to set the lead. It's going to be a harder set. So you're going to see lower set rates than you do with, for example, something like a paid search lead, or even a regular website, organic lead. So set rates will be lower, but average sale is still the same on those leads. And, a lot of times you just have to nurture them a bit, so they can still result in long-term sales for your company, but it's going to take some time because, like I mentioned, they are top of funnel.
So do you have any tips for other remodeling companies or home improvement companies that might be interested in making a sweepstakes or adding this to their strategy?
Feel free to take inspiration from ours. It's on our website. It's not a secret. Just keep in mind those things I mentioned where, these leads, they're going to be, very top of funnel and harder to set, but they will be more cost effective than a normal lead. So that's kind of the balance and the trade-off that you'll see there. And then as far as, initial investment goes, the only thing you have to put forth is however much the sweeps is going to be. And if you want to do more of a shorter term test, then there's no harm in that. If you want to do something like a $2,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 sweeps for a quarter, 6 months, play around with it as much as you want and can until you find your sweet spot. Especially if 10,000 right off the bat is a bit daunting, or it's something that, it's kind of scare you away. So you can start small and then build up. But keep in mind the quality of the lead you are going to generate through something like this, and set your expectations.